Hello everybody, it's your favourite Scotsman, Alexander Smith. Hello Stamos, and how are you today, fine sir? This is basically a box from September 2021, and as you can see underneath the camera at the moment, or the microscope, is a 1 cent, and it is 18.99. I'm fine, Stamos. How are you? And as you can see, 18.99. I was getting the. That's why I didn't put. Yes, it's an Indian. It's an Indian 1 cent. An Indian 1 cent. That's why, because I was getting the glimmer of the light from underneath the microscope, and when I put it down, as in further lighting on it, it decided you couldn't even see it. It went dark. The box was sent over by the Durbans when it was a community bought. When it was a community, as in when I was buying stuff from the community, there is basically sheets, as in there is full sheets that was in the bag, which had my name on it, and that was in there because it couldn't go in that sheet, and I thought I might as well show the coins or whatever that's out the box. And that's the first bit that's in the box, and that's why I said let's look at them under the microscope. To let you know, guys, it is an open panel. Anybody that wants to come up can come up, because at any time I can decide to either show coins, or people that want to have a chat can have a chat. Face blue, smiling face. I can never remember who's a mod and who's not a mod. What happened was Hoover Corgan Coins had fell asleep, as in well being live, and I decided that it might be worth me going live and doing the box, because I started showing some coins. That's 18.99 as well. And that's, I don't know what grade that would be classed as, because that's sort of a darker one, and it's still showing 2, because obviously dark. That one says VF, and I don't know what grade that would be. That one would be classed as. So that's the first 2. I'm actually taking them out of the sheet so that I can go through. So I can go through them. This one says 1890. That's 1890 because it's somebody's put on it at the top in pencil. 1890. That's there, 1890. That's why I'm setting it up slightly. Hopefully pictures does it. That's what I'm saying. When you see them as under a microscope, the microscope blows it up a lot bigger, as in a lot more, times 20, times 40, times 40, but it doesn't actually constitute when you actually see it up close, as in your own eyes, which total difference ball game altogether. But that one says somebody's marked it saying $1 on it. I probably gave more for them, but if they're worth more than $1, then that's up to the person. If I wanted to sell them at $1, I'll sell them at $1 each. But I don't know what ones I've got in my collection, what ones I haven't. I can't remember. I need to do an inventory, as and then try and figure out which ones that I've got and which ones that. Because that's what a collector does. A collector sells off these different grades of coins, and he keeps the best for himself. Because my channel is about having content, the channel itself, and being able to show coins or whatever. So there's an Indian head. I don't know if that's full sheets or Indian heads, or whether it's as in after these ones. I don't know if that's full sheets or Indians. I think it might be. I think it actually might be. These ones are all Indians. This one says 1897, and it's XF. It's XF 6F grade. So when I put it down like that, you get the light shining on it, and when I do that, you can see it better. You can see the colour a lot better. Because it's easy to talk about a coin. I would need to look the book for the actual history about Indians themselves to talk about them more. But as you can see, this is why I put them under the microscope, is to let people see the condition of the coins themselves. And it's up to whoever if they want to buy them or they want to say, well, I would like to trade for some of them, or have you got this or have you got that, and would you be interested in doing a trade for other things? There's 1902. But this is not just for showing coins, as in you're more than welcome if you want to come up and panel, because I'll easily stop what I'm doing. I just thought it's worth doing the coins again because I haven't done the coins for so long. And this box has been in the road for God knows how long. I got fed up to keep bashing into it, and Mum trying to get in the door because the box was in the way, and decided that maybe it was time to open it and see what was in the box. But I thought I might as well show it at the same time. So there might be. So that means then there's two sets or two of them 1902s then. So that means then that there's two sets of them then. That means, because that's another 1902. That's not the same one I showed. It's a different one. I've just took out a different one that's 1902 as well. It says 1902 as well on it. There's two sets then. There's actually two sets. Because this one says 1901. This is 1901 here. And I've got the next one to put up, as in which is also 1901. Because put it this way, as in if somebody says, well, I think that's worth more than if I started at say $1, and somebody says, well, I think it's worth more than $1. Every time that you decided to have another bid, I would probably place another coin up. So instead of getting just one coin, you might end up with five coins, because I don't know. I haven't a clue what as they're worth per coin and the grade that they are. And I'm not going to grade coins and say, oh, that's definitely, as in that's XF or VF, and that one's VG, and this one's VG. I'm just going on what it says, whatever it's marked on the flip itself. That's what I'm going with, whatever's been said on that. I'm just showing the condition as under the microscope so to let you see, because there's 1903. Why is it? That is definitely 1903 because there it says up there 1903. It's there. Oh, hello, Mr. Andrew Cooper. Whoever fell asleep, whoever's actually still alive, but she fell asleep slumped on the table, and Monkey Metals was in the. I see the hand wave. I'm thinking, Andrew, I might actually do an auction with the overstock, because this one I've just showed as in this box, and I've just opened the box. And the reason why I opened the box is because it saves me having to open the box when I go on a live stream. And I thought somebody asked about the channel, as in Nikki. So I thought, I wonder if people would actually move over if Hoovies fell asleep, as in because she'll no wake up now, but she's still live because she couldn't shut it off because she obviously fell asleep, and I didn't have the control either. Even though that I was on panel, I didn't have the control to turn it off, so I couldn't turn it off for her as in the end of the live stream. So I thought, well, I'll jump over to my own channel then. There's a couple of them 1899s then. Because these ones were got at Big T's. That's where they were got from. Big T's, and he sent them over to the Durbins, and that was back in 2002, back in September 2021, and I still hadn't opened the box. I hadn't opened the box up since then, because Mum kept saying about she couldn't get into the room because of the boxes as in against each other. I had them packed tight against each other, and I thought, well, maybe it's time for to try and get the room tidy. Because there's 1904. Because I'm actually showing what's in the actual sheets, because it's a full sheet, an actual full sheet. So it is, and as I'm pulling them out, I'm putting them onto the desk or onto the drawers, so I know what I've done, which ones that I've done. There's 1904. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to turn around and say a pound, because everybody will, what, how much is a pound to the dollar? If I leave it as in if I was going to do an auction and just say starting bid $1 and do it that way, so nobody gets confused. But I'm not going to start grading them and say, oh, this is that and that's this, because at the end of the day, when you say something to somebody and you've graded them, and anything that's wrong, if it's wrong, the grade, they then send them back to you and want their money back. So I'm just going on whatever it says on the flip, and that one's just somebody's penciled at 1904. There's no grade, there's no grade been put on that at all. So it could be sent for XF and upwards. And if you get that graded and it's more, that's good. It's good on your part. Bad on mine's because I didn't get it graded. But if I went to send stuff to get graded, it cost me an absolute fortune. There's 1905. But then once you get them slabbed, would you ever want to take them back out the slabs once they get slabbed? And they still change colour once they're in the slabs as well, depending on the climate of your room and conditions of your room or a cupboard. But they are going hot and cold will eventually change the colour of the metal. That's when it starts toning up. But that's the condition that they're under now, as in well when they're in the actual flips. Because the whole idea was to make the channel fun for everybody to enjoy it, so that I would feel part of the community. That was the whole idea. Plus also get coins for the show videos on the channel, and also either do a spin the wheel plus also giveaways as well. And I wasn't given these coins, I had to actually pay for the coins. So the coins have already been paid for. I wasn't given them for free. I had to pay for them all to get them in the first place. And it costs money to send the stuff, but I don't mind. As in, if you win something and then it's packed away for you with your name on it, because it doesn't go back into stock. It'll sit there until you see you're ready for to get it shipped. And then it's up to yourself where you want to give a donation to help pay the cost, wherever it's going to. And I'm not saying it's compulsory either. It's a case of helping the channel, and you'll get some beautiful coins and giveaways. Because usually what I do is I'll put in the extras. I'll pick something out, 2 or 3 bits, and I put extras into whoever package it's going at the same time. Because that's what it's about. It's about growing us all as a whole, not just to grow me. It's not all about me. And I've never been selfish. I don't know why that is. I've got 40 on it. It's got 40 with a C on it. 40 cents. Because that's definitely not a dollar sign that's on that. And it's 1906. I always wondered when I looked at something as if it's somebody's put something on the flip. What does that actually mean when it's in somebody's handwriting? because there's another 1906. This is the second one. It's not the same one. So there's 1906. That's the next one. There's the. It's not marked with a grade on it. I'll show you in a minute. That's the condition of the coin itself. And then it's marked there on the corner. 55C on it. That definitely looks like a C to me. Notifications just popped up. Frostbite's live. As I said, that's the second one. There's actually 3 in total in 1907s. And this one says there's the first one in 1907. And there's the. This is 50 cents or 50C on it.
Alex, there's a parcel for you, honey.
Alright.
Oh no, it's not for you, it's for me.
Alright.
That'll be my birthday present.
Oh well. There it's there. 1907C. And there's the second one, a 1907C there. There's it. 1907 there, so 1907 there. And down at the bottom, there's 45C on it. I'm not trying to profit for the coins. I'm only just trying to get some of my money back for some of the stuff, and then to turn it on to other collectors that really would like to add to their collection. That one's sort of looks like dirty colour on the coin itself, but that shows that gives its age. I think that one's actually in quite clean condition. That one looks as if it's basically come out of the dirt, but the colour's totally different to that one. At 1907, that one's not marked. And I don't clean coins. I don't touch them. That's the way that actually, as you can see, I'll even prove everything that I do. I prove to everybody that it's exactly the way I see it. I don't tell lies, and I don't need to. I don't need to tell lies either. There you can see there's the There's that. And there's the one that's actually darker, as you can see. 1907C. There's the one that's marked 45. And there's the other one there. As I said, I do this so that I've got evidence to prove. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking around. That's the first sheet. And then we'll put that sheet back so nothing gets mixed up that's out here. And there's more sheets. So I don't know if they're Indians or whether they're after Indians. Because I don't need 2 sets. If anybody wants to bid more than $1 each, then that's up to them. But if I was going to do the more it run, the more the coin run up. When I feel like, as in that's enough for that coin, or I say, right, as in, and you say, well, I value that at $3. I value I like that with the condition of that coin. I value it at $3. I go, right, you value it at $3. Right, we're moving on to the next coin. 1897, right, to 1907, Andrew. But there's actually, thing me, that's what I'm saying. There's actually, I don't know if it's all Indians or what's next, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sheets. There's seven sheets for, as in big T. Because I remember in the auction, I remember buying it in the auction from him, but then it get posted to Joe. That's when Joe was letting things through, and that's back since 2021. And I actually opened the box as in last week or whatever, and was going to do, as I said to you when I messaged you, says I was going to do a live, but I only opened the flip of the box so that I could actually, because I just broke that open before coming live, so it was ready. I just got my thing with my lunch, and then after my lunch decided, right, let's go for it, let's run with it, because I know you're not into phones. And I was like, right, let's come away from phones now. Let's do, because I need space. And as I said, I'm actually grateful to you because I did 2023 book, and I've not checked it as in the value of them because I don't know the grade. There's one that says V 1899 VF, and it says on it there, it's there $3, and it says $3. So I'm just going with whatever it says on the flip. If it's not graded, then I don't know. I'm not going to start grading them and say, oh, it's this, no, it's that. I'm just showing under the microscope. But they're actually better when you see them in person that's when you realise, hold on a minute, but I try and no buy the sort of rubbish ones or the ones that I think, nah, I don't like them, no good enough. They're not good enough for my. They're not good enough for. They're not good enough for my collection. These are They're in really nice condition. Because even the flips have gone sort of white yellow. The card's not the flip, so it's an old flip. They're in old flips. Because even the flips have went discoloured. That's what I'm saying. The oldest one is 1897 to 1906 to 1906 to 1907. Well, in this sheet, I'm just putting back this sheet and going to go on to the next sheet in a minute. So I know, well, this sheet is done. And I've told you before, you're more than welcome to come up on the panel. It's an actual open panel. It says on the description. But if I don't know you, you need to actually show your face on. You need to show your face on camera, so I can work out who you are. But the certain ones that I know, like Andrew, I know, Stamos, I know. So yous are alright. If it's anybody new, I need to be able to see your face. So before I put you in panel, that's what it says. It says Alec on it, and that one was because it was one too many. This was in the folder and the sheet, put in a bag. So the next one is, I think the next one's actually they're actually buffaloes. The next ones, they're buffaloes. So we've actually got buffaloes are the next sheet, or the next set of flips. And I didn't see that. We've got $1 and $1, $1 and $2, $1 and $2. There's notes as well. Didn't know that. Notes as well. There's actually one. There's actually three sets of notes, and you get. They're actually in consistency. You get 135, 135, 353, 848, and the next one's 838 and 835, 835. So there's three in total. I could keep them, and they might be worth more than the $2 that they are. But they're in consistency as in each other. There's actually 384 and 384 and 385. And then you've got $1 bills there. And there's actually, I think, it looks as if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get 9, and then you get 17088 treble 1. You get 379 68437, and you get 787 64736. Then you get 774 57562. Then you get 981 6417 and notes. The $1 notes. And you get 802 626. And you get 310312418 That's there. And you get 702807. That's there. There's the number there. There's the number there. And you get 898. You get 898. I can get more than a dollar. I can get more than $1 each for the notes if I was putting them up to auction, as in singly. There might be a certain number that somebody likes, that somebody takes a fancy to. Because obviously I bought them for auction when it was an auction or a fundraiser or something. It must have been at the time. Because as I said, I could advertise them on eBay singly and get ding me. As in, because $1's like 80 or like 70, 60 odd pence or something like that over here. And I'll only, as I said, I'll only probably keep one of the notes, and that's it. Because I've seen me do that from time to time. I'll keep one thing and that's it. and then a blip. Right, that's gone. This is gone, that's gone. It wasn't until I actually seen them there, I was like, hold on a minute, I was like, what are they? And then I realised I went, them notes, I must have bought them. Because they were packed in a folder. Oh, nobody wanted to stay. Everybody decided to bugger off. What a shame. Let's go again. Add some of these. So I've got 1917 to 1937 on Buffalo's, so 1917 right to 1937, and then for a full load in 1937s on that sheet, on a full sheet, and most of them is either, there's a couple of them that's in, there's one that's in F, there's a V, there's a VF. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 in V and 11 in VF. There's another one in 1937 in XF, and there's 4 in F. So we'll show that one is 1937. 1937 in F, which is in fine. Is 1937 in fine grade. Because that's what that F stands for. Has he got an extra leg? Don't know. Has he got an extra leg? I don't know. So that's fine grade. There's a VF. So it is. I don't know what that is there. I don't know if that's marked or something. That looks like an F. Underneath that's 37. And that's the reverse there. That's in the F, XF. Right, said Fred. Right, said Fred. Somebody's marked at 275 on that for XF. There it's there, 1937. 1937. And it's marked there. Oh, come on. Where are you? XF. So as I'm saying, I'm going in what it says on the sheet, on the flip itself. I'm working off a sheet. Because there's the sheet. There's the sheet there. That's what I'm saying. I took 3 out because the rest are that marked the same. So they're not any different date, that year date on this one. That's why I just took ones out to show the ones. As in to show what's in there. So that's a full sheet of 1937s in different conditions on that, different grades on that. And then we've got this one which is different years. So you've got, as I said, 1917 up until 1937S. So let's see. Have a look at these. So you could, there's out you come, out. Come on, out you come. Doesn't want to come out these ones. As if they're stuck tight. There you go, that'll come out now. And there's your 1917 there. There's your buffaloes in the reverse. And just see the year of that. So that'll probably be very low grade, that one. Come on, out you come. Out. Scoot. Come on, out. I think because these have been in here so long that they don't want to. You don't want to come out. There's your next one is $19.18. You can't still see that, but it's definitely $19.18 because somebody's put it on the top of there. It's there. $19.18. That's what I'm saying. You like to see the different years, but that one's actually, the ones are actually stuck quite tight. The ones, because Andrew did ask about the, and it was more the endings than anything else. These are actually, they're actually the buffaloes, as you can see, there's the 1937S. So that was that, and there's a notice as in that one, because it was in that. It was in this bag. It was in this bag here, like that. And then you get I wonder what's sold just in here. $19.18 S to so you get you get there's 1910 4. So there's 4 of these 1910s if it comes out the folder. If it comes out the folder or not. Who knows? I'm trying to not bust the folder itself for the it's actually sticking to the, you can hear the plastic sticking to the itself, so you get there's that's 1910. That's 1910, that's wheat cents. 1910, that's the first one. 1910. And there's actually I've actually got 4 of them. And 1910. $19.10 wheat cents. Who wants to start me at $1? $1. $1. Do I see in the room? Do I see in the room $1? $1. Do I see in the room $1? Next we have 1912. There's 1912. 1912 wheat cents. In God we trust. Who will give me $1? $1. I only ask $1. I ask $1. $1. Open bid. $1. $1. Who will give me $1 for 1910 and 1912? Opening bid. $1 for these two specimens. 1910 and 1912. $1. What about opening bid for 1912 and 1917? There's 1917 there. Opening bid for 1912. 1912. 1910. 1917. Opening bid. $1. $1. Do we hear $1? $1. What about what about 1919s? 1919s, and also 1912, 1919, 1910, 1917, dollar for 4 coins. Opening bid, $1, $1, $1, $1. I said open bid, $1. Do we hear $1? So on this sheet we've got 1910, 1912, 1917, 1918, 1918s, and 1980, 1918p, P. There's 1918s. Maybe I should start doing start doing auctions to auction some of the gear off and put it into little bundles. So if there's like maybe so many year dates, whatever as, and then put them like little bundles with different years. Because I just wanted to show the different years. I don't know where that one went. I thought it was a full sheet then. Maybe I think it went now. This one's missing maybe, I don't know. Maybe there was ones lower in the sheet. Maybe there were a couple of spaces, I don't know. There's a 1910 now. 1918 this there. And this next sheet. So there's that. Then we've got and the next sheet is for 1919 and 1920, 1920, 1925, 1926. 1927, 1928, 1929, 19. Not down. What else? Here. Then you get it's 1920 there. And you get that on the opposite side. Yeah. So that's 1920. There's your 1919 for that sheet. There you go. There's 1925. Here's your 1926. Then you get 1927. There's 1928. And you get 1929. Who would give me $3 for these wheat cents? $3 opening bid. 1929. That's not 1928. 1925. 1929. 1926. 1920. 1927. 1919. Will somebody give me a starting bid of $3? $3. Would you give me $3? $3, $3, $3, $3. $3 opening bid, $3. $3. Opening bid, $3. I'm actually thinking it might be worth doing that. Just 19. There's 1920. There's 1951, 55, 56D, 1927, 28, 29, 35, 56, 56D, 55D, 55S, 53D, 1955. And no, that isn't my writing. No, and that isn't my writing. That isn't my writing. I'm just going through farm and CV dingley as in coins away for back in September that I bought with different ones and putting them under the microscope. Sometimes I get fed up with the heat sounding my own voice from time to time. Sometimes it drones on a bit and I'm like, because that's why I bought a microscope for. The actual the plastic holders, as in they're actually, because of how old they actually are, you can actually feel them sticking. They're actually sticking to the flips are sticking inside them because of how long they've been lay. RPM, haven't a clue. I'm just going with whatever's on the flip. If the flip, I'm not actually grading them because I wouldn't go to any extreme of grading them and then end up if for instance say I did do an auction and you gave them a grade and they paid for that money for something and the grade's wrong, they can send it back. Maybe there's something you've noticed that I didn't with that coin, but it's that the lighting's too much, and if I turn it down because it's a cheap microscope, it's turning it right off. So I'm actually having to sort of hold it in a position like that so that it takes the light off it. But I believe what you say. If you're saying that that's a fat S, then maybe there's something that I didn't see. Because it's for I bought them for Big T back in 2000, and I said the box is dated 2021, and I hadn't opened the box, and I got fed up with Mum was saying about she couldn't get in the room to give me anything for to eat or whatever, and she was complaining about it. the box was too near the door and decided maybe it was time for to start opening the box or whatever. You're right, because it looks more like it looks like if you look at it, it looks like a 3. It looks like 3 instead of an actual S. Could be an RPM. Cause you know about coins more than what I do. That's why I have the supporters on the channel. Cause you know more than what I do about them. I just like auctions and I just like being part of it. Maybe I'll make it worse as in the further it's up. I took it closer up so you can see it. Because you're saying about a worn punch. Because that's why a lot of people actually have a microscope to check that out to see if they can see any doubling or any die clash. And I don't say you're wrong. I don't say you're wrong when you see a bit of worn punch. Because if you think about it, many times that they punched the coins, and they were saying that at one point they were the S's and all the rest were actually hand done, not by machine. So it could be, as you said. Because as you said, it looks more like if you look at it, it looks more like a 3. Well, if that's making you go back into, if I'm helping making you go back into coins, good. That's what I like to see. Somebody that's the whole idea. It's like it's like Cab used to say, if something that somebody else's experience or his experience helps somebody else out, that's good. And it was Cab 7 that brought me into, as in because he was shouting out SJ Mixed Adventures, and it was that sort of started me off with the auctions. I don't buy into SJ anymore, but that's what started me off, was SJ Mixed Adventures. And then I went to Lemonhead Penny, and then fell into Lemonhead Penny to Joe Durbin. But I bought many things off of different people in the coin community. And the coin community is quite a big community as well. I'm still saying hello and making new friends. I didn't even know Cab 7 had a thing about coins as well, to be honest. I just said he was shouting out SJS Mixed Adventures, and my curiosity got the better of me who SJ was. And that's what started it off. The adventure, and they've been doing it ever since. That's fine. It's great to see you as well. You're still around. But if that puts you back into coins, it's even better. Means then we'll be seeing you more then. If that's the case. $19.30. Because we've got people that's actually in the United Kingdom, like Andrew Cooper. He's into Americans as well. Oh, come on, buggery. In 1934. That's 1930. They're in clean. They're in clean shape. I don't think it were cleaned either. Being honest, maybe wiped to take dirt off them, but I didn't do it, and I didn't put them in flips. It's not my handwriting. That's the way I bought. That's the way I bought them. Already done. So the 1935, that would be, I would say plain, because that's got no mint mark on it at all. Because P sometimes wasn't marked. P. Because I don't need every one of them. I only need one of 1930 or 1931. And I did take ones out as not this sheet, but before I even got these sheets. And then I saw these, whatever money they started off when, I was like, I'm interested in them. I'll take them as well. That's 3. And that's 34. It's different to that other one. That's 3. Doesn't look different. That's 34 to that one. That one looks as if it's sitting around further. Some of them are off punt. Some of them are dated off centre. No, every one of them sits flush or sits where it's supposed to sit. The colours are changing on that as well. Colours are totally different on that. If you look at that, it looks like orange rust. If you look at it, and that one's totally different. That one's different colours, like reds and browns. I don't really do the tonings and all that carry on. There's 30. There's 1937. There's a 37 there. And there's, if it comes out, another 37. So that's what I'm saying. There's the colour, that's like a gold. That's like a gold colour. If you look at it, 1937. There's, so the colour variation is totally different for that to that one. So they're all sort of unique in their own way, really. And I bought them for to try and get as many dates as possible. Another one, 1939. Because as I said, that's not my handwriting. And there's another. There's another S there. That's unique as well, because look, their colours are. I wouldn't say it's rainbow toning, but it's sort of. Colours are different for the edge to the. That's why I wanted to put them under the microscope to let everybody see. Because that's 1939D. I don't mind putting sets together for somebody. A full set. If they want to pay for it, then that's up to them. If they want to do a trade for others, I don't mind that either, to be honest. Because the whole idea is to help the channel, to help the channel grow. The further it grows, the better. But it's a case of we all grow at the same speed, or all grow together. Because that was the whole idea of doing the channel in the first place. It's for everybody to grow. Because it's basically like a team. It's like a team, just like a team effort. So we all get shout outs. Because that was the whole idea of the mail call, doing the mail calls as well, was to get the shout outs as well. Because when you send something into somebody, that's exactly what you want to happen, as in them actually doing a mail call for you on your behalf. Oh, that comfy metal NC. Oh, that came for big T coins. This item came for Joe Durbin. This was sent on behalf of such and such. That's the whole idea behind it. So we all get a plug out. Go and check Big T coins out. Go and check Joe Durbin out. Go and check Metal NC out. Because I want to check coins out so that you see them, so you can't turn and say, well, oh, it didn't show me that, oh, it didn't show me this, I didn't see that in that coin. That should have been that. Because I don't know how much they're worth. I've seen them on eBay. I've seen coins on eBay as in pennies. We've already looked at Indians, and Andrew said about as in what years the Indians, and then I've shown Buffalo nickels, and now I'm on to pennies. But that one that Fireman's CV saw was a 1929 S, and that's what he's talking about, as in when he saw it, about the worn punch. So you would have to go back the video slightly, or the live stream slightly, because these actually came for Big T's auction back in September 21, and I've only just opened the box because Mum, I don't ask Mum to bring food up to me. She does it, as in because she's not got over, as in when she used to feed my dad, and she kept complaining about she couldn't come in the room because the boxes are overtaking the room and they're getting further up over at the door. So I decided if I open the box, it might be able to bring the box back the opposite direction. And I was like, well, if I can clear some stuff, it'd be even better. But I just want to show it because if I did an auction or whatever else, I'm thinking about, as in, even if I leave it in dollars, as in the amount, and basically I held on to my Canada and British collections though. I know because I heard Cornwall saying about, as in you were something about you was trying to sell USA, and you had a hell of a job. You try and get rid of them or get money for them. I want to do this for something to do, plus also as in, because this is how Joe Durbin used to go into Lemonheads, and he used to say about doing auctions, and Lemonhead kept telling him to go ahead, and eventually Joe took the opportunity, or the bull by the horns, and decided to do as in auctions. But Big T does auctions as well. I think it's either on a Monday or a Tuesday, and I bought them some time ago and decided it was time to open the box to find out what was in it. And this is what I pulled out. There's about 5 or 6 sheets, but they're all different year dates, and there was actual Indians, but these are 1 cents. And I wouldn't be able to get rid of them. I wouldn't be able to get rid of them either, because I couldn't turn them back into the bank, because the bank will not touch them unless I mixed them in with 1 pennies, and hoping that they just weighed the bags up. Now there's a possibility, because that's what they usually do. If the weight's correct, in the 1 pence bags, they'll take them in. But whether they catch them's 2 different things. Basically, if I can get an auction to run, but there is another way, numismaniac. I know we call you Skipper. What you could do is, if somebody's dedicated to doing auctions, you could do it in consignment, as in be in that you didn't need to send the stuff over. What you could do is auction it on the day as in that person's doing it, and then bringing you up in panel and you showing it off and then bidding on it, and then when that person here pays the other person, and then if that person gives you the money over, as not it goes direct to you, because you could put a link out saying you have to send it to such and such, as in thing me, as in to your PayPal or whatever, and then as soon as you get the money, then you send it direct to them. Now, here's another thing I didn't think about, as in food for thought, because it only needs the right channel. It needs the right channel to be on that's got the Americans on side. And you sell it back to them. But you undervalue it, because that's what Lemonhead used to do, was undervalue it. So say for instance this coin, right, and he said, right, that coin's such and such a grade, right? Now he would start it at, say for instance that the value of that coin was, say, $6. He would start it at 3, so it's got a chance of selling. But say for instance you had a load of pennies, different year dates. So you put them up onto the camera and you said, right, I've 1947D, 1947P, 1947S, 1946P, 1946D. I want $3 for the lot. And you start at $3 and you hope at the time that 2 or 3 people come in, you bid on that to get it up a wee bit further. But it just needs the right channel to put it on whatever auction and for them to come in. But you've got to get the day right, you've got to get the day right, plus you've got to get the time right, plus you've got to put a schedule, plus you've got to put a scheduled video out showing this is what I'm going to put up, this is the day it's going to be, this is the time it's going to take place. I only do it for it to be part of the community, to feel part, because I felt isolated as in at home, felt very isolated. That's why I started doing it, was to keep my mind occupied, because by keeping my mind occupied it stops the depression. It actually stops the depression, or it stops the depression sinking in further. 1944D. Because I don't need all the pennies. I've got a full set, but I can't remember where I've put them at the moment. And I know that I've done them before even these flips. Or no, these flips, they're in a plastic sheet, a plastic folder sheet. I'll show you once you come in. Plastic folder sheet. There's with different year dates. There's a couple of doubler ones, not that car on. Because we bought off a big T coins. I can't remember. It might have been a fundraiser or an auction or whatever it might have been. I can't remember. I'm just showing them. I'm just showing them off. Because now it's an hour. I think that's an hour and 51 minutes. Hour and 51 minutes. Because I didn't really want to take, because everybody's like, oh, you take some people were complaining, your 4 hour, your thing as and your streams are 4 hours or 4 hours long. If you don't want to stay, don't stay. Don't stay. But when I usually take everything out of a box, usually I want to open everything in that box to see what is in that box. Because there's 10 and 11 boxes, and there's another box coming in to shot. It's coming in this month. As in for cheapskates coins, the shipping's been paid. The shipping's been paid, and there's a whole load coming in. And it'll end up in that cupboard, it'll end up in that cupboard again, in that other cupboard at the road, parked at the road. Because I'm always looking for Canadian. I started with Canadians. That was my first ever. Was Canadian. Was the Canadian Beavers. That's what I first started off with, and then ended up. I was like, well, I'm not going to stop doing Canadian stuff. I'm going to do Canadian, but whatever come in the auction, I was going to get a hold of. Because half the time foreign stuff, you never used to put out foreign stuff. Maybe the odd one or two that would come on it in an auction as me lemon head. But I don't like going over, because some people think we've got this thing that things happened in the last auction at Lemonheads, and every time I mention that name, somebody then kicks off. I'm only telling where I got the stuff, where it originated from. Because I get let in Joe's, as in it was Redneck that got me into Joe's, and Craig Durbin that got me into. And Craig Durbin I knew from Small Engine Nation, which I didn't know he was into coins. Craig Durbin at the time, and they actually vouched for me and says, well, why isn't Alec allowed in here? And that's when they made the exception that if you were outside the USA, you had to give a $5 donation, and then if you bought something in the auction, that $5 would be deducted from the money that you'd bid for that, for whatever item. And that's the way it started. So once I got let loose, that's when I went in there. But I was also buying for other people in the community to help out, as when they needed it. Because I was like, well, why should I be stuck to buying off of one person? I should be allowed to do whatever I please. But it was the fact that some people didn't ship worldwide, and the Durbins turned around and said, we'll handle it. But when it got too much for them, they turned around and says, we need to stop that, because we can't do it anymore. It's too much work. It's creating too much work, and we've got our own thing to do as well. Plus, this is not somewhere to handle shipping. It's not a storage facility. And I was like, well, okay, fine. There's no problem. I'm not going to make a big deal. I'm not being negative about the Durbins. I love both of them to bits, the two of them. I'm not saying a bad word against them or a bad word about them. I'm just telling the story like it is, exactly the way it happened. It's not telling tales either. It's telling why I can't buy for some of the community, because some of them don't ship worldwide, and it was going to a certain place to be handled so that I could get it, to get other things that they didn't have at the time. Because as soon as I see something that's nice and it's tasty and it's worth buying up and I think it's at reasonable money, I'll buy it. Where I sell it, it's two different things. That's once I put my name to it, then it's I do whatever I like with it. I've got to then figure it out. But it was just when Dale was telling me about the episode that he had, as in we met an American, you couldn't get rid of it, you couldn't get shot at it. You couldn't even get rid of it or get your money back, some of your money back at it. I don't know what he did with it and at the end up he told me. So I remember part of the story, part of what he told me. I thought that's a shame. So he says he could only sell Canadians to his coin shop or whatever, wherever he went. And then when I was thinking about it there, because I hit you've put in there, you held on to your Canadian and British collections though, so you held on to stuff that you could move, and the stuff that you couldn't move, you decided not to hold on to it, because obviously you'd hassle trying to sell it on. You needed, obviously, when you needed funds, which I totally understand. I just wanted to be unique. I wasn't accepted by the UK lot, or I wouldn't say all of them, but I mean as in the side of, as in when the jockeys were running for TGBCH, I went over there and they were kind of, oh, you'll stay at arm's length sort of thing. We want to get to know you first. You'll need to stay in the corner. Like a naughty boy. You'll stay in that corner until we say you can be part of us. One of the ones, and I don't like that fact. I don't section anybody. I make people feel welcome in my stream. Even if I have a grievance against somebody, I will still say hello to them, and that's it. I don't start as in, oh, you can't come in here because okay, you might have hurt me, as in you might be, because I don't want a big feud or a big, as in the community ripped apart. That's the last thing that I want to see, as in the full community ripped apart. Whose side are you on? Well, I'm on his side, but I'm not on his side. That's schoolboy stuff. That's playground stuff. You don't give me your balls, so I'm not playing with you. You're not my friend today, I'm not playing with you. That carry on. I don't go that carry on. If I've got something to say, I'll tell you my experience. I don't say to you, no, don't talk to that person. I'm just putting out the experience as in what I went through with such and such a person. And I'm not trying to be negative with anybody. We all have our disagreements with people from time to time, which is understandable. Two people clash heads. That sometimes you have to sort your differences out and go your own separate ways without it being negative, or as in for other people to choose who's who and what was right and what wasn't right and what was said and what story was told. Because there's always, somebody told me, I used to think it was two sides of a story, but somebody says there's actually three sides to a story. I'm not on YouTube for the drama. I have problems. I have problems with understanding friendship and a relationship. I have problems with them too. I was brought up by a father who was partly an alcoholic. He had his flaws. He wasn't a perfect father, but when I was 13, I was taken out of this big bad world. But I used to get bullied in my own little estate by a certain person, as in David Seenan, and I would stay far away from him as possible. And every time he came out in the street, he'd batter lumps at me. So my dad says, well, here you've got a choice, batter him, or thing me, go indoors. And I was like, well, I'm not made to feel as in that I'm not allowed to go out and here and play. So I decided to give my dad a hand when I was 8, 9 year old. And then me and my father, when I got to 13, I was taken down to a garage that he worked at, self-employed, and was helping them out. So I understand business. I understand this side like as if it was water off a duck's back, and how to do business and how to present myself and how proper etiquette goes in business. But I'm not just here about business. I'm here to grow us as a whole community together, to help when it's needed. If I see a good cause and somebody needs that wee bit of help, I'll try and help. I'll try and figure out how to help them or what way I can help. I can't financially assist everybody, I'm sorry. But I've got to put content out there on the channel as well. And this is the way that I'm going to put it out there, as in the content. Because it's nice to show content for the channel. Because I like auctions. I get a buzz out of auctions themselves. That's why I go there. And I don't care who bids. There is, my old man used to say, there's no friends at an auction. There's no friends in an auction hall. And I take it seriously when I go into auction. I go in for battle. But I have a price in mind with every coin, as in that I see. I'll make a decision, and usually it's a snap decision. Do I want that coin? Do I need that coin? Do I think that coin's worth that? Is it worth bidding in that coin? Oh, that coin's a clean coin. That's a nice coin, that one. It's starting at that. Well, I'm willing to go cut a pound more than that. Maybe do three or four bids, and then I jump out. Sometimes I maybe only do 3 bids now. I jump out it. It's too much for me. I don't think it's worth that. 1928. Because I can't remember what I paid for the sheets, as in back in 2001. I've seen these coins go for, as an entry, a dollar on eBay. I've seen them put on eBay as 99 pence starting price. I'll show you these listings, as in it's actually on eBay if I can find my tablet. It's my tablet. Where'd I put my tablet? There's a tablet there. There's a tablet there. There's a tablet there. I'll show you listings. I'll show proof of the pudding. I'll show what I saw on eBay auctions. Let's go into eBay just for a quick eBay and just put 1928. So go into eBay UK, go into eBay, go into eBay itself. And go 1920. Just take one for instance, 1928. 1928. Oh, fuck off, get out of my road. 1928 USA 1 cent. Search. Oh, there's one. There's a listing there, right? So there's a listing there, right? And it says a 1 cent 1909 to 1958, 272 to 181.86. But if you look, as in it says, the postage for Germany is plus £6.27. £6.27. I've seen it even worse than that. I've seen as in for United States 15 odd 50 something like £15. There's one there, there's a listing there. Priceless for you, £4.10 plus 20% VAT applied. And there's the postage is £19.73. Or it says buy it now, 1973, because the postage on it is £18.65. £18.65 coming for the United States. So it's actually cheaper to buy, as in somebody having USA in stock, because it's actually cheaper for me to send it as in England or any part of United Kingdom, as in 1 cent or whatever. It's actually cheaper. Because there's another one. There's one in the thing with outstanding quality, as in they call it as in red condition, which that would be BU. That would be BU, or I would think it was BU. There it's there. £90, £90, 92 pence. You've got another £10, £10.91 for Italy to post from Italy. Because I just put in 1 cent. Because there's one that says 1928. It's very scarce. I know the people. Treasure trails. BC high BC treasure trails. Because I just put in 1928 to get a rough valuation to show you that I wasn't pulling anybody's leg. I state facts because I usually go and check something up, but I never. When I first started doing this, I never checked up. I never researched as in eBay or anything or books or that. I was told by a certain person as in who I was buying coins off of. We do a lot of research. Do your research first before start buying coins. And I didn't take no notice. I didn't listen. But I don't think it was a bad move. I thought, well, I'm in UK. I don't want to be like everybody else, as in doing coin hunts or British coin hunts. That'd be different. And I looked. try to figure out something that maybe I would like to do, and didn't see nothing. Started seeing Melissa and all the rest as in me battle, as in battling me boxes of 1 cents and all that car on, and I was like, can I not play? And then she's like, no, you can't, you can't play. But I know the reason why. It wasn't a case of, well, we're not letting you play. It was a case of, well, how you gonna do this? You'd need a box of 1 cent or whatever for to play with us. So you're either, if you're not in the USA, you're gonna have to get them shipped over, which is maybe take a week, maybe take 2 weeks, as in for a full box, and you're gonna pay the weight of a full box, which I could understand where she was coming from. But it's just like, well, your coins are different for your coins, so you can't really, we couldn't really play a box battle because totally different coins. They'll say pence, they'll say USA on them. So I could completely understand where she was coming from. It wasn't a case of, well, we're not going to let you, or we're going to stop you. It wasn't a case of that at all. She was just pointing out where there was downfalls on the whole thing when I thought about it to start with. Because I was like, well, they're having fun. Why can't I have a bit of fun? Do you know what I mean? But then I got into, as I said, I started with SG and then went from SG over to Lemonhead, and then when it shut out down me, because that's sometimes what you got to do, you got to move supplier. If your supplier runs out or your supplier stops doing what he's doing, you've got to just move on. You can't take it out and say, well, as in, it's your fault. No, you should have been planning. You should have been planning for that just in case that happened. And then I moved over, as I said, to Joe's. But I don't just buy off of Joe. I buy off a coin op as well. I buy off of Robert Lawson. And I bought off a big T. And I've had a couple of bits for mobile coins, which is Larry. I've had stuff off of Larry as well. I've had stuff off of Sandy Taylor and Cyclonic Silver. That's what I'm saying. And I don't badmouth anybody because we're all unique. We're all creators. We're trying to earn a bob or two, like everybody else. It's the same as Treasure Trails has just come in there. I don't know who Treasure Trails is. Maybe I know him, maybe I don't. But it sounds as if Treasure Trails sounds like coin related. Maybe metal detecting, maybe a pourer or a stacker. Everybody's got their own unique thing that they do, but they know more about. Some people keep stacking until buy silver when it's low, stack it until it's the right price, and then sell it on. Make a couple pound profit on it. As Lemonhead says, you have to have the name of the game is to have volume, turn it. You don't just, everybody's like, oh, you can get that, make this off a coin, you can make this off a coin. Yeah, it depends on the coin itself. If it's a RPM or something, a variety or an error, that's when it deflects the price. But your grade as well has got a lot to do with it as well. Also, beer sandwiches. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Metal detecting, stacking, gold pan. I sort of guessed by the name Treasure Trail. I didn't want to sort of, as in just for you to just give me it like that, as in I said I was like, well, let's see, because I might know you. You might have changed your name from one channel to another, because some people have changed their names, and you sort of go, I recognise that name, but I don't. I think I know who that is, but I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sure. No, because I didn't want to do the live streams too long, because I started thinking maybe when somebody points something out to you, you think maybe they've got a point here, and you're like 4 hours, a bit long, 4 hours to their stream. Because if you're on, say for instance, you're on the basic StreamYards package. Basic StreamYards package is you can't have 10 people on your panel. You can only have 6 people. I don't know if it's changed as in as they've built StreamYards, because they've built StreamYards and they've started growing StreamYards. StreamYards has started growing in their system. They've changed all the system just recently. Not so long ago. They've got this new year or whatever they put on it for businesses and such like. But anyway, it used to be 6 in a panel, and you get I think it was 20 hours per month. You were allowed 20 hours per month, so that's how you to cut it down to try and get enough hours or watch time or whatever, or views or whatever. And the reason why I started doing coins is because I was like, maybe some people are not into mobile phones. I was like, what else can I do? Can I do something different? Can I do something different that I haven't done before? And try it and see how if it works or not. If it works out, I was like, well, if it backfires, it backfires. Me, it's only me. It's my fault. I can only blame myself. I can't blame anybody else and say, oh, by the way, it was his fault. He told me, or he led me astray. It was him. No, you done it. You take this responsibility for it. You made the mistake. You fix it. You fix it. You get your money back, or you try and get your money back. Try and think a way possible run it to get your money back. But I think I've done well for 3 or 4 years I've been on here on YouTube. I managed to get the channel up to 1K, which the goal was to, because I seen no people. What it was is I seen people in my own group when I was with Hazy Days, and I seen everybody doing their own wee thing, and I noticed that there was all these different channels like Ricky Dove with doing his welding or whatever. And I was like, well, I wonder where he's selling his stuff, or if he's making stuff, where's he selling it? I was like, because he's got to be making money if he's doing a project. You can't just have it. I'm not really worried treasure anymore, because the thing that started, I was like, well, if I can't get it on YouTube, maybe there's another platform. I have started doing Facebook, because Ozart, which I got on well with Oz. When I'm down, I sometimes go to Oz's stream and it make me feel better. And Oz told me about TikTok. And he says, why don't you put a couple of videos on TikTok? Although that I've not got many followers on TikTok, the views I was getting was astronomical. And I was like, wow. I was like, Oz is right in what he said. He's like, it wasn't a case of how you done it. It was a case of try TikTok. He's like, I'd put videos on TikTok and I've had 300 viewers or 400 viewers or whatever, and he told me, and he's like, that's only like within 2 days or something like that. And I was like, wow. I was like, if you could do they kind of views, I was like, surely you'd be able to get the followers and the viewers or whatever their stipulations is. So I decided to do a couple of videos on TikTok, but now I actually do. Sometimes I put videos on TikTok, sometimes, and also I put videos on Facebook. And Facebook, I get like there's two or three videos. It's like 923 views. There's ones that have done like 1.2K, and I was like just blown away. I was like, wow. I was like, I don't have enough followers, but I was messing about with it, and it says become a creator on Facebook. How the hell do you do that? And I'm one of these people, I press buttons. I was pressing buttons and I'm reading it quickly through. Such and such and such and such and such and such. I'm touching buttons and thing me, and I get to level stage 3, and I'm like, I've just done whatever they've said to do, and I've managed to get to level 3. I was like, I wonder how you surpassed level 3. And I was like, so I'm reading it, and it said 500 follow to be monetized, 500 followers, and have 500 followers consistently for 30 days. I'm like, I'm like, well, if I can't get 4,000 watchers on YouTube, and it's because I was at it for at least no this year, but 2 years before, I was battering it like crazy, and I was still getting nowhere. My views is not going up. My views is not going up. And I'm looking at they've got a in your account at the bottom of it. There's like a revometer. There's a revometer at the bottom, and I see the revometer sitting like that. I'm thinking 292 minutes. I'm sure I've done more than that. And I'm like, so you're telling me my revometer's sitting 2.1 or 2.9 sitting there? I'm like, no fucking chance. I was like, no way. That's not possible. I must have done more hours than that. And I got so treasure trails. I got so frustrated at it. As in me, I should be able to do this. I should be able to do this. And even Conan's like that to me. He says, if you were putting on videos even one a week, he says, and you were putting out one a week or even one every 2 days and batter it, you should be able to get the views. He's like that, but you really need to do this, that, and that, and that, and that. I was like, I'm getting so frustrated. I was like, why am I worrying about it? Why am I letting it stress me out? Why am I actually letting it stress me out? That's 4,000 watchers. If it's going to happen, it'll happen. I might as well just do as many videos or a couple of videos a week, or try and do a video a week. And hopefully there's enough people watching it. And if they traffic it enough, if it traffics enough, because don't forget you've got Discord, Instagram, Facebook, Google. So if you've got 4 or 5 of these platforms covered, you should have enough traffic coming in to YouTube itself for people to see that video you put out, that new video. Okay, it might not do nothing in the first day, but maybe 2 days later, people start seeing it, start viewing it, and surely the views, if you've got enough people, will watch it, and hopefully other people will send it over to their friends, and then they share it out, which helps you even more. But sometimes it doesn't happen that way. You got to be recognised. You got to be a big player sometimes, as in. Aye, you're right. Watch yours reset every January, 365 days. They tell you, as in whenever you started your channel, that's the day that and then they'll cut back your hours for the last 365 days. It gets wiped, cleaning. You got to start again. I'll go to reset it to, I think, like 200 minutes or something like that. Then you got to do the whole thing again. I don't understand all these agreement plans. I'm like, I can't be bothered reading all that guff. I'm not going down there. I feel reading every paragraph, because it's like you having a law book, and whatever state you're in, it'll say 21. Just for instance, 21, number 21, paragraph A, section C. So you're supposed to read that. 10 million views is instant monetization. Oh well, 10 million views. 1 point. That one's done. There's a one that's 3 years. That's 3 years old, and it still gets views. It still gets views, but it only gets very minimum views. And all it is me going like that with a leg. Or is it the one with the kicking? Is it the one with the kicking where I was down the stairs in the thing in the hospital bed? It might be the one with the kick where I'm kicking the leg. Does it count as in if it's even over a 5 or a 6 year period? Because it's still got, that's what I'm saying, it's still got its views. But the 2 or 3 videos that I have done on Facebook, the ones that I'm talking about, is more they're more phone related. There's one that I'm doing using the Octopus, and I had somebody turned around and said, "You've not done part 2." I says, and I put on a message, I think it was on TikTok. Somebody says, I don't see part 2. You've done this part, but it shows such and such, and it was freeze code on a Samsung, and I done the first bit of it, the first part of it, and the second part was coming to come, as in the second part, because I showed the freeze code on it, and then what I done was I put it in the Octopus box, but I hadn't put the video on yet, and somebody messaged like weeks later and says, "Oh, but," I says, "I've got the other video thing, the other video is at hand, but the freeze code one, as in for Samsung, it done really well. It done 1.2k, 1.2k in views." And I talked to Melissa on whoever, Corgi and Coins on the Messenger, and she said that. She says, "Oh, I see that phone videos seem to do well." I says, "Well, fun enough." I says, "You talking about that?" I says, "I've done one and it's hit 1.2k. She went like that. She says, "Well done, that." I says, "But I didn't think about it, to be honest. I'm just showing the software working because I saw people, and it was a case of they were saying, 'Oh, this software doesn't work, and that one doesn't work, and this doesn't do this.' And it was a controversy about it. And I was like, well, there's negative and positive feedback here. And I'm like, well, what if I was to show, if I had that box, exactly what it's capable of? And that's exactly what I did. I done one where I shown it, what it's capable of, actually showing it working and how it did it and what it pulled out. But it's Octopus. They changed the name of the box itself. They changed it for the programmer box. They changed it from Octopus to Octopus. They named it, the second version of it, they named it Octopus Pro. Or I don't know if they done an Octopus and then they done an Octopus Pro, but they done an Octopus, which Octopus, it didn't have the easy JTAG part of it. It only had it was RJ45, and I think it's got 1 or 2 USB ports on it, so it can only do two different things. It says, I think one side it says diagnostics and the other side says service, and it's like an Ethernet. And the RJ45, it's actually got 2 lights, and it's green and yellow. And what it does is it transmits the data to the phone, but some of them sometimes it'll read the information off the phone, it sends it to the server, and then the server sends it back, and some phones it'll send a set of codes, and then you punch the codes in, but it tells you it's explanatory, as in explanatory itself. I'm like, that's a piss. This is a piece of piss. I'm like, this is a piss case, man. Piss case with this one. But easy JTAG is complicated. She is complicated. That one, that little bugger, is really complicated. It's not an easy one to use. Easy JTAG. But I like Easy JTAG. I do like it because it's supposed to be the bee's knees. It's supposed to be the one that they. But what happened is Mossy, who was building adapters for most of the programmer boxes for doing mobile phones for repairing. It's basically for repairing the software, not the hardware side of it. Mossy were building adapters for the boxes, and they decided to build a box of their own. They called it the MIPI. They called it MIPI tester, but that wasn't until later on. They didn't do it until it was later on they did it. They only start. It was only It's only been a couple of years in the market, but you're talking for to buy one of their boxes. You're talking about at least about without even including the VAT. You're talking about £560 odd for the box itself. I think it's the box and adapter. It's £560. That's without the shipping and the tax and all that on it. It's £560. But they brought a newer box out, and Ernesto and Locker was actually talking about it a couple of days ago. Funny enough, on Facebook. But because he's speaking in his own language, I haven't a clue what he was saying. So I just sort of left it, because I'll check it. What I usually do is I'll go through the comments, and then I'll look at the translation with Google itself. You can actually bring a translation down that, and it'll tell you in English what they've said. And that's how I get adjusted it. 1946, that's not the cleanest looking thing. It's sort of like a dirty looking. I wouldn't say it's a cleggy one, but it's sort of, there's a lot of dirt still in that, but it's probably washed off. Somebody's washed off so much of the dirt on that one. 1946, but it's not some sense. It doesn't say the grade on it. But at the end of the day, if you buy coins, maybe say for instance a full sheet at $10, and you're able to sell them at $1 each, surely you should be able to, because you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You get, there's 20 on these sheets, so sometimes there's only 15. There's only 15 in a sheet. 15 in a sheet. As no plastic sheets you put in a folder. So if you paid $6 or maybe $10 a sheet, and there's 20 in a sheet, there's another, what, say $5 is enough. So it's about $15. So you're making, what, say, time shipping, the rest, and then your fees after that, say 8% off it. Talking about £3 profit or something like that. Because as I said, I don't know what grade what grade that would be. I think that's the shine off the. Aye, thought it was. I was like, I bet you that's that shine off that light. And I changed the vision, the focus, probably put it up or down. That one's showing better focus there. I think because we've got it's like nearly 5 o'clock over here, so it's getting darker. I just wanted to show the sort of, what's it taking it I'm just looking at the sort of the wheat sense. I didn't want to pull everything out the box, and because there's probably other stuff in that box other than these. And it's because Treasure Trails has come in. I was like, okay, Treasure Trails is now in with time as and somebody else knew. Because Treasure Trails, I always have an open panel. That's what I'm saying. It didn't say that, I just said that I'd need to have as in somebody's face, so that, because there's a lot of people that has been porn bombed. And I'm not saying everybody does it, but you just got to keep sort of, because it's the creator that gets it in the neck, not the person who did it. So that's why I said that at least if I see a face, then I know who it is, or I can work out who it is. Because there's still people that I'm meeting in the coin community that know other people, but I don't know them, and I'm like, oh, that's a new face, I've never seen that face before, or I've never seen this one before, or I don't know him, or I don't know her. Because it's like Gypsy Wolf and everybody's like that, and he goes, and somebody goes, hi she, or whatever it was, and it turned around and put in the chat, I'm a dude, I'm a dude, I'm a dude. So it worked. It wasn't a woman at all. It was an actual guy. It was an actual guy called Gypsy's Wolf. And people find that funny, hilarious, that somebody got it wrong, thinking that it was a female and it was a male. It was actually a male. Because there is other stuff. There's one that says miscellaneous, or MISC. It says souvenirs from others. So that'll be souvenirs from others. So that'll be. This is probably a mix. This is probably a mixture. This might be a mixture of stuff. There's one that says from CH. There's another one that says. There's one Scorpion Metals. That one might be a George one. It says Joe Durbin for Alexander Smith. There's another one that says that looks like from, I can't read that one. From Horace Numbers or something. I don't know. Can't read that. From Harris Nubby. I don't know. Not a clue. I know who that one's from. That's Coin Ops. That's a Coin Op one. I can tell straight away. And that one says from CH. That might be for Coin Hunter, or it might be. It just says from CH, so I can't remember who the hell CH is. Because that's what I'm saying. I was buying bits and pieces for the other bits of the community. Because I don't ask for nothing for free. I've never been one for getting things or asking for anything for free or making it, oh, look at me, I'm sorry, I'm not getting anywhere. But I don't do that. It's not my style. It's not really my style. If I want something off of somebody, I'll say, much is that? Or I'll say, what, how much would you like for that? Or as the, can I ask you how much is that to get a workout? What kind of money's in it? CH, who the hell's CH? Trying to think who CH is again. Cheapskate coins, maybe. Could be cheapskate. It could be cheapskate. I think it's Coin Hunter. Would it be Coin Hunter? It could be. I don't know. Not long ago, man. I can't remember. It just says from C. It says from CH on it. So that's why I'm trying to work out who is CH. I'm trying not to get stuff mixed up. I'm pulling it apart or whatever, or taking it out. Maybe I'll remember because there's bits and pieces in it. There's like I think that's tokens. That looks like tokens. There's a mixture of stuff in that bag. That's better. Oh, because this one's that one's a part View Hills. And it says residents free bus. Free bus token. Metro transit system. And then you get, I don't know if that's a penny or whatever. One free game. Good for one. Good for one free game. There's blank on the other side. So I'm used to doing that. Then you get come for the pizza. Stay for the fun. Showbiz Pizza Place, Showbiz Pizza Palace. And that's usually that one's usually a Philadelphia mint. That's usually in the. I've seen them in the proof sets usually. So that's coin. That's still coin related. Coin related. And you get. That's a Pacino. That's Stingray. That's out of one of them Pacino machines. That. So it is. So that's definitely that's a token. There's another Showbiz one. So there's a doubler before we start. That's bus related. How do I know that? Because it's got a bus on it. And Sheffield was a manufacturer at one time. So it says Shoals Transit Incorporated. So that's token related, but it's bus. That's Philadelphia for a start. Is that something to do with Greyhound? No, I don't think so. PTC. Something flight related, I think. It's amazing how I can pick something up and I go, that's such and such, or as in that I've seen it somewhere before. I recognise the flag, the actual flag yet. I just can't think what bus company or as in that I've seen with that logo on the side. Detroit maybe could be Detroit related. PTC. Piccadilly? No. Philadelphia Transport Corporation. That's what that'll be. That's what that stands for. That's what it is. But it was that logo that was. It was the logo that was getting me. Champagne. Campaign Council. A 5 cents token. I don't know what the 5 cents token was about. I wonder if it says it in the back. For parking meter. For parking meters. Let's get a dirty bit in the middle. MTD bus bus rides and cab fare. This is on it. I do study, that's what I like. I like studying different coins and tokens because I'm always interested in different ones. And there's another PTC, so that's a doubler. So that can come out. That can come out because that's a doubler. And there's one where it's actually got a stamp in it with a T. It's actually got a hole. It's been cut as in right through. It's got a T on it. Good for one fare. It's got a T and a D. With a T stamped right into it. Because the D goes across it. Or is that supposed to be something else? Like a square. Eastern Massachusetts. Don't know what that is. TRSTRY Co. Don't know. Haven't a clue. Good for one city fair. It's amazing how a long time ago they used actual tokens. That's obviously so that it couldn't be as used for anything else. I quite like these ones with they've got like a train or a subway on it. That's exactly what that looks like. It's more like a subway train. MBTA. And there's actually 2 people watching, and that's why I've started bringing these out now. As in to show off. There's one in really nice condition, that one. Yeah. It's bus related and all. Mobile City Lines Incorporated. Good for one fare. Is that the same as that one, or is that different? That's the one that says thing there, isn't it? It says Sheffield, it's different. I'm looking for any doublers in the bundle to take out, to actually take out, so it's not. What that is? What the hell is that? I don't know. What the hell is that? Looks like very much like an Indian, something Indian. So it does. It's Indian looking. This is something upside down. I don't know. I have a clue. National transport ticket total. It's a 10. National transport total. There's one that says Canton City Lines. So they're all different. Canton City, it says Canton City on it. Canton City Lines Incorporated. Oh, and it says Philadelphia on it. Philadelphia. That was in there. One red point. I bet you that was for fuel. That one red point. This is Connecticut Transit on it. Connecticut. That's it. Done. Another pizza parlor. Pizza by Memora. Simone. Tippity. I put it, Treasure, I put it on the other side because it's a doubler. I don't need 2 or 3 of them. Sometimes it's as if I'm like a kid. It's like I've got borderline autism spectrum disorder, so it's like a kid trapped in an adult's body. So sometimes I get like it's like as if I hear this tune in my head and it starts playing, and it doesn't matter what I do, it won't stop playing in my head. And it was just when I seen the um the thing itself, because I'd seen it twice or three times, and I was like, and it just that's when it hit me, as in that song with the pizza. It's amore. I don't know if it was for a sauce or whatever that you put on pizza. Tax payment. This is for tax payment. To make change for one correct sales tax payment. That's interesting. That I don't know that that's. That's a nice looking one. I actually adore anything to do with, as in anything to do with fairground rides, anything to do with him. I go absolutely daft when I see anything that kind of stuff related to either the trucks they use, or even any of the fairground equipment. I go absolutely mental. As soon as I saw it, I knew straight away. Because there's a Ferris wheel, and they're probably a carousel. There's probably what that one's a carousel. What they call the carousel wheel. I don't know what the buildings is that's in it. That's the thing. That's a roller coaster that is coming round or going up. It's a roller coaster because there's the carts. You can see the cars on the line. When a new baby beats your thigh and you bleed out and die, it's amore. How did you remember the words, the actual words to it? That's a belter. Probably I didn't listen to the words properly. Probably, knowing me, Rock Island. When a nail beats your thigh and you bleed out and die. Aye, Treasure. That sounds more like it. That when a nail beats your bite. When a nail bites your thigh and you bleed and you die, it's amore. Why did they come up? Why did they come up with that song for then? If that was the case, was it for pasta sauce? Was it for pasta sauce because it's red, so it looked like blood? Making it. I will make it step by step. I'm on I'm on my way. Your key to success in school, work and life. I'm not sure. I do read the comments. Always did. That's why I think people used to come on the live stream. But I think because there's too many on the live streams now, as in doing it at the same time, just sort of people switch over. 5 mile, 5 mile beach. No, because I bought the tokens because I've always liked tokens, but usually a lot of times Alden Davis used to beat me for the tokens, and there's a couple of other people that love tokens. And they usually, as soon as they see anything that's sort of, I don't know if it's worth money or what, as in they see something that maybe takes their fancy, they're straight on it, but they'll keep bidding till they get it. They won't stop. No cash value. Galaxy. Probably because these were sort of rough shaped one. The rough shaped ones. Everybody's like, back off! Don't touch it! Don't touch the ones. But then when I seen them, I was like, there's a couple of interesting. There's a couple of interesting bits in that. And a blue point. I wonder if they were 4. Originally 4. I wonder if they were in the packs, the same as that there. That. I wonder. And they called him a blue point, and then they changed it a bit. I wonder. Indianapolis Railway. I'm looking to see if there's any. Doublers I can get somebody else or make up little smaller packets and put them sort of in as bits. Because I think it's quite interesting. We get interesting bits in a packet, and they don't know what's coming, and then they see it, and it's like, it's like giving a kid something in a lollipop that it's never had in its life, and it gets so excited because of that. Well, it's the same way doing it with a person, even when they're older, and you give them something that's just as they've never seen before. It's like a kid with a new toy. They get so excited, and it doesn't need to be the best one that's in shape, as in it could be something just of interest. It's like a talking piece, and that's what they do. That's what they tend to do. It's like a talking piece. It becomes, I got that off for such and such, and he threw that in. He threw that in. I didn't really expect to get that. One of the ones. There are 30 different red points and 20. Wow. 30 different. I actually need to get your channel. I actually need to get your channel. If you get your channel, then if you've done videos on them treasure trails, because that is interesting. That there's 30 different red points and 24 blue ones used by retailers to give change back from food stamps. Now that's interesting. I didn't know that. It's something new I didn't know over in America then. Because during the war over here, they used it was like a book. It was like a war rationing stamps, and they used but I don't know if they ever used like coins or anything like that. A similar idea. I've never actually seen anything like that over here in the UK. All I can remember is back when Dad used to, because Dad used to talk about 10 bob notes and all that car on and threepenny bits. Now a 10 bob note was 50 pence. Now I didn't know that until I started trailing some of YouTube history, and that's when I found out about that one. Ration stamps, same as food stamps. Because you think about it, if you go further back, there was what they called the bartering system, which the bartering system was a case of you had 20 eggs, say for instance you had 20 eggs and I had potatoes and you couldn't get potatoes anywhere. You would say to me, I'll give you, say you were going to use, say for instance 10 eggs, right, because you would use it for bread, maybe a meal, to stiffen up sauce or whatever. So you'd say, right, I can afford to give you 5 eggs for, say, 8 potatoes, and that would make a meal. Because at one time you could get a bag, they would do a bag of totties, but I don't know back then when it was rationing times where it was less than a bag of potatoes, where it would be just like loose, because you could walk into a shop and get loose potatoes. That looks like a Chuck E. Cheese one. Why has it got a mouse on it then? But was that not Chuck E. Cheese's logo? Where a kid can be a kid. 1991. Is that Chuck E. Cheese? Is that the mouse for Chuck E. Cheese? Where a kid can be a kid. No, it doesn't say. It's on 2 sides. Exactly, treasure trail. That's what I'm thinking. Chuck E. Cheese, as in the mouse, the logo, their logo. Chuck E. Cheese. I've seen it a few times. I've seen it a few times because it would make sense. Because a mouse eats cheese. Mice are famous for cheese. And I know you have it's like a fun fair, or it's an amusement place over there. Because I love seeing things that resemble certain places. Because that's what I was saying to Mum the other day when we went into town. I had to go over to Westmark to get my legs sorted out, and as we were travelling by bus, Mum was going through like that's Brighton Beach. Oh, you know your stuff then, obviously. Oh, you know your stuff, man. Aye, and me, Mum was going through like the buildings she could remember, like when she was going through, we went through Govan, and Mum went, oh, I used to stay over here, but the police station or whatever. And I says to Mum, I says, I tell you what, I says, it's changed times. I says, in the town, I says, a lot of new buildings. I says, and a lot of ones that's been demolitioned. I says, but such a change, a drastic change. I says, it's unreal. Mum says, you're right, you're right. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a gold piece. Because why does it say 16 on it for? It says 16, but there's no... He's like, I'm not USA, I'm British Columbia, Canada. Well, you must have studied a book. You must have studied you must have studied their history then, if you knew what some of them were. Unless you've been longer at it in the community than what I have. Treasure tells he's got friends everywhere. He's got eyes and eyes and spies and ears everywhere. I reckon that's a gold piece, which is not stamped, because that needs to be sterile if it's on somebody's neck, round somebody's neck, for the 16th. So I would reckon that's a gold. I reckon that's a gold piece, but not stamped as in anywhere saying it's gold. And if it's not gold, it's made with some kind of metal. Because that's a pendant. That's what that's for. A chain would go through that link, but then sometimes what they do is they put another bit on that, and it might have lost its bit. It might have come off at some point. It's snapped. Because it's what they call love. Sometimes it's classed as a love token. Sometimes that's what it's classed as. But that is definitely, because it's not the light playing tricks. It's actually gold, or looks gold. It's like yellow. It's like yellow. And our 9 carat, our 9 carat over here is that colour, is yellow, like that. It's not so dark, because over in America it's a lot darker. Gold, it looks more pure. That'll be a mix of metals. But I wouldn't be surprised if you scratch tested that and it shows up as stingray that ends up as gold, a gold piece. So whatever I paid for that bag of stuff, probably I would pay for that. But for me, they would actually test that. See, if I took them into a gold shop or whatever, as in to try and cash that in as scrap gold, they would test that to find out. That's when you would know. Because they scratch test it, say we need to take it into the back. You need to take it in the back to find out what that is. And then if you did scratch and it doesn't, it turns out it's not, because once you put that acid test or whatever, that will change whatever colour and it'll tell them exactly what purity that is. Not everything, not every bit of gold was stamped, not all the time. Because Dad had an old ring, and the thing wasn't stamped, but there was something about it, and he kept looking at it, and he says, when we were away on holiday, we were at my auntie's, and he phoned up, because he wasn't feeling too good at the time. He was taking ill every now and again, but he wouldn't say anything to anybody, and he says, I wiped his bum or whatever, and he said there was blood, and he think it was some kind of like a boil inside his system or something like that in his chest, and he thought it would burst a blood vessel, and he was saying he was worried about it. Mum says, well, if you're that worried about it, go to the hospital or go to the thing, we go to the doctors. But just make sure you definitely go to doctors. So he phoned up to tell his ass in the story. And as he was on the phone telling the story about this old ring, it was 1950s or 1960s ring. And the thing wasn't stamped, but it was an old antique looking thing. And it had a massive, like a big stone in it. Took it into a pawn shop, got 130 quid for it. Just on its own. And he says there wasn't that much gold actually in the ring itself. It was because it was antique. It was an antique 1960s, and that's what made it so valuable. About 160 or something like £160 he got for it that day. Because he bought it like I think he bought it like the Monday or something like that, and then by the Wednesday he took it in. Because he used to do that sometimes when he was short of money, take stuff into the pawn, and then he would come back out. But he was like that. My mum says he was flying a Clyde and come up with a box of herring. He was that good at it. But a lot of the stuff that he used to bring stuff in with him, and he'd say he would test your knowledge out, or he'd test you. He'd say, what is that? And just throw it on the thing, throw it on the worktop, and he'd be like that, and he wouldn't tell you, he would know what it was, and he would ask you to test you out, how good you were. Have you ever seen something like that before, or the thing, mate? As in, let you have time to think about it. And some things I'd seen in books, some things I'd seen on TV. That's not the best look of it. That's not the best look, man. I'm probably going to that lot. Treasure, you're probably right. It could be. I don't have that one. Detroit. That's Detroit. Detroit, totally different again. I smell dinner. Dinner's on its way. Dinner, Batman. Told you, it's a bloody kid trapped in an adult's body. Nuts. Right, so they can go in that little bag. They can get moved out because we don't need that. That's just crap, as in that one. Them two spares, which I don't need. That can go in that bag. And that one can go in there. That's spares. They can go into that box. That's that done. They can go into that one. They can go into there, and I might actually take that someplace that and find out if it is or not. I might actually take it in and get it checked. Knowing me, it'll come back out and it'll go, nah, it's not, it's not what you think it is. I'll go away and thing me, and then I'll get really thing me. I'll go like, oh, because I think, I thought it was that. Because I'll be adamant, that's definite, that's definitely, and get my hopes up on it, and then end up it'll turn out it's not. I'll be like, oh no. Really? Right, that can get put in me saving bag for me and stuff. That can get put into that little bag there. That's getting taken out because that's going to that one's going to the pond to find out if it is or not. What first setting to that goes into there like that. Come on, open it up. Open up, you bugger. It's in Tavos, and it's a clipped one, and that's why it's got a bit out it. The clip with it. That could be gold. We're clipping at it, taking it. I can't mind because fucking long ago. That long ago since I bought this stuff. Since I had it. Since I got it. I'll forget about things that I bought and then people go, what have you got? A thing. I've got this and I've got that, and they're like, whoa. Like, they're like, you didn't buy that. I find that my old man used to say, you go to an auction, you go on the right day, you go on the right day when there's not a lot of people at it, and you can pick up some really nice stuff, as in especially when nobody's got any money. When a lot of people are skint, when they've got nothing, no money to time to buy stuff. It's the same as the dealer, as in with the dealers, as in sometimes you can be in there and there's no dealers in that day, and you just pick things up. And people are like, oh, I want that for that, because you need the money, you need the cash. That's what sometimes I've seen me do. Just pick stuff up on a certain day, a certain time. I've been lucky sometimes. I wonder if these are silver. 1967, probably 40%ers. I'd be surprised. $1969. $1966. So that one's one, 2, 3, go.
Alex, I'm making chicken and garlic bread.
Alright,
I forgot I'd done the spaghetti bolognese, but I'll use that tomorrow night.
okay. Still don't know who that's from. From Hobby's Hobby, I reckon that's from. That's where that's from. I reckon that's pennies. I reckon that's for Hobby's pennies. Aye, that's. I can't get it opened. Aye. I think that's from hobbies. From hobbies. Because I think I asked for pennies. There was pennies or something, and I rang me and I says to them, "Can I get a couple of them?" They went, "Oh, of course you can. Of course you can, me man." Everybody rang me. Everybody likes Alec. As in rang me because the way I ask for things, I'm never greedy. Oh, because if I've got pennies and they're ring me and somebody wants pennies off me or wants a couple of pennies off out of all, I'll bust it up. I'll tell somebody to bust it open to take whatever out of it. Because that's what I do. I always did. If I've got more than one or something, I'm never greedy. I'm like, well, if I've got more than what I need, because it's not about how much money I can make out of things. It's about growing together as in to work with each other. Because my man used to say that's what you're wanting. You're wanting contacts, half decent contacts, which makes you money. And he was always one for. He used to say to me, build up your contacts, and then you get your book full of contacts where you can either phone stuff to, or if you need stuff off a certain somebody, as in you can always go there, because you'll never be as in blacklisted out of there. There's a cut of coin ops. That's coin ops. That's 1926. I think that's peace dollars. The coin op. That's when we were getting them without having to. Aye, it's a peace dollar. Even says peace dollar on it. It's peace dollar 1926. 1926, yes. That's 1922. 1922. I've always got a thing for these for some apparent reason. Now, as in this thing for them, for a certain reason. I bought a few of them. Let's coin ups one, so that goes into there. That goes into here. That's the chitty for it. That's the chitty. I need to have a look and see what they go for them. As in them peace dollars. How much they are per piece, per ones, if I've not made a mistake. I've not paid too much for them. I don't think so, but not me. I've a bang on the money or something like that, I bet you. I'm usually like that from time to time. Tend to be bang on the money for certain things. I think what happened was as I stopped going over the score for certain things, as in certain ones. I had a funny feeling I picked up another one of these. I'm sure it. As in these, I'm sure it. I had a funny feeling, and that's definitely that's a silver piece, that itself. So it is. I think you two are gold. I got a funny feeling they two are gold pieces. As the name two there, and that GW one, as in 521. I'm sure that there's another silver piece. British Virgin Island, as in Elizabeth II. $20. $20 one. They have to get new 2 bits to get kept. And then ones for hobbies or whatever, they have to be kept as well. Eventually I got them opened. Then I must have shut them again. That's the style. I think the halves can go, because I don't need the halves. I've got plenty of halves. Somewhere kicking about. I'm sure I have got halves somewhere kicking about. Joe Dublin, I don't even know who that is belonging to. I haven't a clue. I wonder if there's a sticker or something in there. And it might turn out that something that the American Prospector, 1985. There's a 1 troy ounce fine silver. Just straight away.
Alex, tea's ready, honey.
Alright. This one's for Scorpion Metals. I'll get it in a minute. I'm going for my dinner in a minute. I just want to read this out. This is Alexander Smith. Thank you for the support, buddy. Hope you like it. Silver Scorpion. There's second set, Silver Scorpion. $47, Silver Scorpion. Number 52, Silver Scorpion. There's your Redneck Metals, Silver Scorpion channel round. Redneck Metals. If you haven't checked Redneck Metals, check Redneck Metals and also check out Silver Scorpion. So that's another one in the bag for somebody. That's a handmade port. That's been kept. That'll get kept. And let's see the thing itself. And there's the take it off there. There's the bag. There's the that's the Silver Scorpion. So there you go. Another handmade bit. Handmade port. Or a port with Silver Scorpion on it. That's a channel round. The channel round he was talking about. That goes in there, that goes back in there. There's my envelope. That goes in my special. That goes on my special bits. That gets kept in. I don't know about that prospector there. That gets kept in my drawer. That's my hand. And my special bits. I don't know how that prospector came over. Can't remember where I bought that prospector from. I haven't a fucking clue. Sometimes do that. 5 bits and I don't know where it came from. Right guys, see you later. Bye.